Hello everyone, Louise here. Welcome to my light language transmission for the upcoming full moon in Gemini, which is also around the 12/12 gateway, 12th of December. So that is and because it's 2019 actually numerologically also adds up to a 12. We have a 12/12/12 gateway there. So lots of beautiful energies, lots of opportunity for you to really, at this final full moon of 2019, to really let go of those old ways of being that are just not serving you. And we're getting to a point where it's going to be very hard to stay in the victim mindset, stay in the blame, stay in the pain, and also be in that empowered, sovereign, divine creator self. So with this full moon in Gemini has that aspect of duality with the twins, and there's an invitation there to meet yourself and to look at these different sides of yourself, and to take some time, perhaps to journal, perhaps to speak with others, to actually really get clear on what is really the real you, what is the energy that you want to flow with, right? Because there are, there's possibilities that we can fall into old ways of being, survival modes, which are not empowering for ourselves, ways that we might seek to get love and approval from others rather than being in that self-love and self-worth and self-approval. We are really moving out of that paradigm where you need permission, where you need approval from other people for you to be that fullest expression of yourself. We're moving to a time when it's really up to you to parent those parts of yourself that need healing and love. It's up to you to make the choices every day in every moment. Which aspect of myself am I going to express? Which aspect of myself am I going to allow to guide me as I move forward, as I expand in my life? Am I willing to be to operate from love rather than fear? Am I willing to be in that unknown space and step into what the future is bringing for me, which I may set an intention around what I want that to feel like, but we don't know the details. And so being able to anchor yourself in that availability versus staying in old patterns of control, and I need to know exactly what's going on and I'm not going to take a risk unless I know. So an invitation here to work with those dualities within ourselves. Yes, we're in a plane of duality, and that's part of the richness of it, right? When we're sad, then we get that contrast of happiness, hot and cold and light and dark. It's all around us. But it also gives us the opportunity to play with those dualities and those polarities. And also, and I always say this, to start living as these multidimensional beings that do have a foot in both camps. That you can be that, bring through all of that beautiful starry energy that you might have, but you're grounding that into the body, you're grounding that in the world. You're able to both be in those expanded dimensions and also be here dealing with what's right in front of you, right? Dealing with your kids shouting at you, dealing with traffic, dealing with whatever it is, right? And there's a lot going on out there that challenges us, but this is where the rubber hits the road, doesn't it? And why it's so important for you to have a practice every day, a spiritual practice, a grounding practice, a practice where you get to connect, check in. Maybe it's journaling, meditation, whatever it is, song, sound, where you get to reconnect and remind yourself of that greater aspect of yourself, that self that is governed by love and compassion and curiosity and the desire to expand and the desire to serve, not the self that's bound by fear and guilt and shame, right? So we meet those parts with compassion, but we don't let them be in the driver's seat of our lives. So I encourage you at this full moon to connect with others, to connect with yourself, to find the processes and the structures that support you to connect to that greater self and to embody that greater self in your day-to-day activities. We want to be seeing ourselves through the eyes of the divine, seeing ourselves as the divine created beings that we are. We don't want to have that distorted lens where we're looking at ourselves critically, where we're looking for what we're not doing well enough, where we're not beautiful enough, where we're not successful enough, where we're not rich enough, right? That's a perspective, and you can choose in any moment to look through that lens, or you can choose to look through the eyes of the divine at yourself and really see the divine creation that you are and the power that you have to co-create heaven on earth, really, to co-create a world that really serves and supports everyone and serves and supports the planet, and where we all live in harmony. Does it sound like a dream to you? You know, work with the parts of you that doubt that that's possible. Give them compassion. Speak to those parts. Journal those fears and those resistances out. We need to be, with every word, with every act, with our vibration, holding that vibration of harmony and unity. Not adding to the fear, not adding to the anger, not adding to the lack. So I'm going to call today for a light language transmission to support us to really see ourselves with clarity, to see the possibilities, to see that we matter, to own who we are, and to see clearly what that next step is for us in every moment. And there is only ever that immediate moment. We can have our visions for the future, but really then we bring it back into right in this moment, right now. What's my next step? What's my next action? What's my next word? What's my next thought? We have our thoughts and our feelings, and then we have that ability to respond to them, to discern, are they expanding me or are they contracting me? So as always with the light language, just allowing yourself to receive it, understanding that it is received at the level of your DNA, at the deepest level of your being, and is directed by your higher self to expand you, empower you, and release what no longer serves you in the highest for you in this moment. And you can always come back to the videos again to receive another infusion of the transmission to upgrade you again. So let's just take a minute to close our eyes and open our hearts. Taking a deep breath and sending your energy deep down into the earth. Connecting with beautiful Gaia, who is already experiencing her own ascension, even as it seems that chaos reigns with the natural disasters and fires and floods and drought. Yet let's trust that Gaia is actually okay, that she's adjusting herself, that she's creating a beautiful ascended field of consciousness for us to tap into, as we also shift and shake and change and find better versions of ourselves. So let yourself be nourished by her energy as you breathe that up into your heart, and then breathing up and around you, connecting with your own higher self and with all the beautiful teams of light who gather around us, your own personal teams, and all of the angels and masters and all the star beings who are just so excited about where we are at right now, about the shifts that we've already created, and are really supporting us as we mature into our own sovereignty and wake up to ourselves as stewards of the earth, as beings of light, transmitting beautiful vibrations of light on the earth, and really owning our power to co-create here as a unified species and united with all the other species on the planet. So breathing in that deep sense of unity, respect and love for ourselves and for one another and for the earth, as we open to receive the beautiful transmissions of light and sound. hinaya namaya. Nari wo awarina ti maraka. Tasut e aranala ebor atama kiora te simi. Satata no morora ke ara alota. Senenini manana e karo ot ishit orno mare e tiki arata. Sono sharo or abareb anapat arikat it. So doya ayamaka. Sononda e paare che ek iparatap Senale arnachore ib ane. Kiarala do de masaro tenge ib ara poproto up. Et se barana enne me kiara aloko. Se sharono o siba arakit alato o. Asia marona acele autore esse et im. Papopa at im. Papot ib aro potoce ib aramasate im. Rota papa mosaki ror elema. Daro asaya ya anore ime. Taking a deep breath. And they were really saying there that, you know, the soil is prepared and it's really up to you now to plant yourself in that and nourish yourself and flourish in this new earth. And share yourself, allow yourself to blossom and bloom. I was posting something this morning about the jacaranda blossoms, which are out now, and it's just the most beautiful purple colour, which is my favourite colour. And you know, that really reminds me of, you know, just that beauty of the natural world, and that we too are all blossoms and blooms in this garden of life. So part of that is honouring those cycles, that we bloom and then things fall away and then we grow again from seeds. And so to honour those cycles in yourself, to honour that we are at the end of the year now and moving into a new cycle, but also to keep yourself very much in the present moment, which is all you have, even as you feel into what's possible for next year. And so this Wednesday at this full moon, this Thursday, at the full moon, Thursday in Australia anyway, I will be holding the last Voices of Light Global Gathering for the year, and we'll be really looking at how we release those energies and those creations of 2019 and align ourselves to our highest potential for 2020. So I invite you to join me for that. You can register to attend the call live. Love to have you live. If not, if you can't make it live, please just register anyway, and I will send the replay out very soon after the call. The other thing I wanted to alert you to is that next year, probably from the beginning of February, I'm going to be running in person and also online Sophia circles. This is where we will work through the sacred text, the Sophia Code, which is very much focused on sovereignty, on releasing victimhood, on you really claiming and activating that divine code within you, the divine genome within you, which is the Sophia Code, and you really clearing all of the resistances to really owning the divine creator being that you are, and that you're here to create a new golden age. And I know I have a few people already interested for that. I'd love to have you with me if you want to journey with me. It's through 13 circles, but we're going to be spacing those out. I'll be offering additional support in between. So it's going to be pretty much a five-month journey perhaps. Anyway, I will post the link to that. First step is to schedule a call with me, and I'll give you some more details and we can feel into whether that's right for you. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy these. Please share these videos. It's an honor to be with you here today, and I wish you all the best for the upcoming festive season and new year. And here we are, 2020. Who knows what's possible when we all pull together and co-create something beautiful. Much love, many blessings. Namaste.